Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's me, your boy Shon-Jhon, aka your Middleman CEO. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, please do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up. For everyone who's back, that means I'm giving you some really good content and you want to learn more about the middleman business model. And so guess what? Today we're going to talk about just that, the middleman business model. Now, what is a middleman business? Well, here's what you need to understand first of all. You need to understand, and I always use a couple companies as an example. So think about a company like, for instance, Uber, right? Think about a company called Uber. Everybody's familiar with Uber. Think about a company called Lyft. Think about a company called, let's see, there's so many examples. Instacart. I'm not sure if that's how you spell it, but you know what I'm talking about. So think about these three companies. You have Uber, you have Lyft, you have Instacart. I could add so many others, all of the gig jobs where you can jump in your car, do something for somebody, and make a few dollars. All of these companies have one thing in common. These companies go out and locate a customer. They find customers, and then they match the customers to the ISP, which is independent service provider. So Uber's gonna match, for instance, Uber's gonna match a rider, someone who needs a ride, to a driver, someone who has the vehicle. Lyft's gonna do the same. Instacart's gonna match someone who needs groceries, a customer, to someone who's willing to go out, get the groceries, as well as deliver the groceries, right? So someone who provides the service, right? So I call them ISPs, independent service providers. So what does that mean, right? So Uber created a platform called Uber, a technology that grabs a customer and then introduces the customer to the service provider or the driver. Now, while Uber does that, right? So here's Uber. Uber comes right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I hope you can. I'll use a different color. Probably should stick with the darker colors. So Uber comes here. And then Uber says, wait, I'll take the guesswork out of it. I'll create a platform where I'll find your customer and then send the customer to you in exchange for a small commission. This is what I call gap pay. What does that mean? That means when Uber connects the rider with the driver, they get paid in the gap, in the connection. So imagine you're out with your friend, right? Your boy, your girl, you're out. They see someone that they like. You know them both, right? So they want you to play matchmaker, right? Hey, that person, I'm interested. Can you introduce me? So you go over and you introduce, hey, this is my friend John. Hey, this is my friend Mary, right? And so John and Mary introduce and shake hands. That's the connection. When the connection is made, John and Mary just connected, which got you paid. So the connection got you paid. You got paid in the gap. Now, how do you get paid? Because I know you guys are thinking, Uber's got all that fancy and sexy software and whatnot. Well, have you ever heard of the word deposit? I'm sure you guys have, because in most places you do business, they require some type of deposit. And so what I teach you to do is I teach you to go out and get a customer. I teach you to locate a customer, locate a service provider, connect the two, take a deposit every single time. This is your payment. I always recommend your deposits range anywhere from $100 to $197. I want your deposits to be somewhere between $100 and $197. So if you get a $150 deposit, that's because that's the average, then you're doing great. I would like you, every time your phone rings, you get a text, you get an email, I'm going to provide you with a script. You're going to use that script, whether it's text, email, phone call, it does not matter. Because I know you're sitting there going, Shon, I'm not good at sales. Good. I'm not good at sales either. And so I don't like to sell. You don't like to sell. Nobody's selling anything. The customers are already looking. Uber's customers are already looking for rides. They don't have to sell anything to them. They just provide an outlet where they can find what they need. So they simply give them a way to match. This is just matchmaking. So what you're going to do is you're going to become the new Uber, right? So I'm going to teach you how to build a middleman business. And you're going to simply go out, connect to the customer. You're going to go out, connect to the customer. And then you're going to introduce the customer to the ISP or independent service provider or a contractor, right? So this customer, this contractor is going to work for you, right? So you're going to go out, get a customer, find a service provider, and then you're going to connect the two. And this is you. You're the middleman. Isn't that cool? So who's spending the money? The customer. Who's doing all of the work? The service provider. Who's connecting the two? You are. Who's getting paid in the gap? You are. Who's getting paid from their sofa? You are. Who's getting paid without meeting the customer or meeting the service provider? You are. Who's getting paid while they're on vacation? You are, because you can literally do this from anywhere. You don't have to be sitting at home. I choose to be at home, but you don't have to. It's just what I choose to do because I'm always finding something to do anyway around the house or the neighborhood. But you don't have to. You can be on vacation. So imagine you're on the beach in Miami, which I'll be soon, and I'll send you a video of how it's done from the beach. And you're sitting at the beach, you're relaxing, you're listening to the waves come in because I don't know about you. I love the beach, but I don't get in it. So you're sitting there, you're listening to the waves, and a phone call comes in, right? And you're not going to use your personal phone, right? And this is just the beginning, but imagine a phone call comes in, right? And I don't want you using your personal phone, but in the beginning, you'll need a secondary phone because we don't want customers with your personal phone number. But 3, 6 months, 9 months down the road, a year down the road, you've got a VA after you've learned your business. So you're sitting at the beach, a phone call comes in, your virtual assistant picks it up, goes through your script, books the reservation between the customer and the service provider, captures the customer info, forwards this info to the service provider. Service provider says, yes, I'll go out and do it on this day at this time for this much. The deposit is taken here. Y'all, I love this. This is so much fun. Do you know, this is God honest truth. Do you know in my first year doing this 2020, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just finding out about this and nobody taught me. I had a moving service, Jumpin' Jack Movers. I still have it today. And when I moved here from Louisiana to Dallas in 2020, I got rid of all the trucks and things like that. I was looking for something different to do. But my phone kept blowing up, my email kept blowing up, my website kept blowing up. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm not doing moving, but I know some guys who are. Let me connect with them, see if they'll do it. And I sent the information out. This is true. And the guys were reaching out to me like, hey, what do I owe you? And I was like, what do you mean? It was like, you sent me a job. I owe you something. I was like, buy me lunch. But then it hit me that, hey, I might be onto something here. And so I was like, wait a minute, Uber does this. All these other companies already set this blueprint for us. So why are we out here thinking about doing all the hard work? No more thinking about doing the work. Only think about connecting the customer to the business who already does the work. No more doing hard work. You want to fish, play golf? Go do it. You want to lay on the beach in Miami like I do? Go do it. Go do it. I'm going to help you set it up to where the virtual assistant takes all of your calls. All you get is an alert on your phone saying you got paid, right? So imagine every time you take a deposit, you're taking because I like money in green, you're taking a $150 deposit, right? Every time a call comes in. So let's just say only in a day, let's be nice, right? Because there's the connection. And then I'll wrap this video up because I know you guys have things to do and I have things I want to do today, right? One of those things not going to be hardworking. I operate in two industries, the moving industry and in the home cleaning industry. We book jobs for both industries and send them out to our service providers, contractors. They do all the work, we just get paid. I'm also about to go into my third industry, which is the computer website design. And how did I get into that? I got some friends who design websites and I'm like, hey, are y'all busy enough? No, we need more work. Bet, I got you. And that's how simple it is. You can find anybody. Hey girl, you doing hair? Are you busy enough? No, I need more clients. I got you. And you're gonna run the same play, the same blueprint, get the bag the same way, right? And so you get a phone call. Here's the process. You get a phone call, customer calls you, right? You get a phone call from the customer, right? Customer's gonna call the phone and they're gonna get your VA, your virtual assistant. Your virtual assistant is going to answer the call and book the reservation, right? In the process of booking the reservation, they're also going to take a deposit. They're going to take a deposit. As soon as they take the deposit, $150 into your account. Now, there are some fees with having a VA, but it's not much, right? So $150 into your account. Now, let's say during that day, you only get, it's a slow day. Like we've had slow days where we only get 4 or 5 calls. Let's say, but we've had busy days where you get 10 calls, 20 calls. I've had days where I've made $1,200, $1,500, $1,600 in that day. And I'm not even on the phone. I'm not doing any of the work. I'm just getting alerts that money's going into my account. So not bad. So you get the $150 deposit, but let's say it's a slow day. You get the $150, but you only get, let's say it's very, very slow and you only get 4 phone calls, 4 bookings, right? 5 people call, your VA books 4, and then what is that? $600 a day. Now, where else can you make $600 in one day while you sit at the beach? Where else can you make $600 in one day while you're on your other job, your primary job? Because you don't have to quit your job to do this. In fact, I don't recommend it until your income here can replace your job. So I'm realistic. I'm not going to tell you, hey, overnight you're going to blow up. I'm going to tell you, hey, stick with me. I'm going to teach you how I did it, and then you can use the same blueprint so you can change your life. Imagine the end of 2024, you're making an additional $10,000 a month. Does that make you rich? No, but you don't have to be rich. $10,000 a month, when your bills are half that or less, that's freedom. We're looking for freedom. We're not looking to get rich. We're looking for freedom where we don't have to put in all this work all the time and we can still enjoy our lives. And that's what I want you to do. So there's a couple things that I offer, right? So I offer the masterclass. I'll drop the link in the comment below. It'll be in the first comment. The masterclass, right, is the first training that I offer, right? And it's a few hours online. I teach it. The masterclass is one option that you could get, and it's just the online training. Just the online training. That's all it is. Now, also, if you would like, you can also get what I call the VIP. And in fact, we just sold 3 VIPs on Sunday, yesterday. So, or you can get the masterclass, which is the VIP. This one's only online training. You have access to it for a year. So you get everything you need. Masterclass, which includes the VIP. What's the VIP? The VIP is one-on-one with me. So you get, not only do you get the masterclass, but you also get the VIP training with me. So I'll be with you for anywhere from 6 months to a year, helping you build the business out. So right now, if you want to take advantage of this, because the prices are going to go up, the reason they're going to go up, because I know I'm going to run out of time slots. Because I can only one-on-one so many people. So I know I'm going to run out of time slots, and so the prices are going to increase. So take advantage of it while you can. They'll probably go up at the beginning of the year because I didn't realize how quickly people wanted to do this and how quickly they would buy into wanting to change their lives. I didn't realize how hungry people were for success and creating the life of their dreams. I underestimated that. And I shouldn't have. It's my fault because I want to live the life of my dreams too. So I can't blame you. If you want to go ahead and get the masterclass, the masterclass is online right now. Please get it while you can. $198. I told you, less than $500. Change your life. And if you want to get the VIP, that's access to the masterclass and coaching from me, one-on-one with you, live, then that's going to be $497. So you get to choose. Now, me personally, and I priced it where it's very, very fair because it does take time to do this. But me personally, whenever I buy a course, I want to get, if I could get one-on-one, I'm getting that. That's just me. If I could get one-on-one coaching, because I got questions, I got comments, man, I might have to hit you up in the middle of the night. Be, yo, I'm working on this. I need to know how this works. How do I resolve this? How do I get the best, the best ISP service providers? How do I find the customers who want to pay me more? What if the customers want to tip? What if the customers want to tip Shon-Jhon? What if they want to tip? And how do I get this tip? They want to tip me. How do I split it? How does this work? And on and on and on and on. And so I'll teach you all that. We'll go through it with the VIP, but those are the prices. So all I'm saying is make the investment that you think is best for you, not what's best for me. You make the investment that's best for you. If you're not a person who's interested in the one-on-one training, get the masterclass. If you're a person who says, hey, I want the masterclass, plus I need to talk to you. I need you to walk me through this step by step. I'm a hands-on person. I need to see you do it. Fine. Then get the VIP. I got to say one thing. I'm very limited on the VIP, so first come, first serve. I will be eventually very soon having to turn some people away or pushing them way back. But if you want to do it now, and if you want 2024 to be the life that you dreamed of and change your life completely, imagine being able to tell your family and friends you made $500 today while you were either at work or while you were sitting on the beach or hanging out with somebody you like, right? That's just the life I see. It doesn't make you rich, so I ain't on here promising you're going to be a millionaire. You can if you scale and spread it out. It's up to you. It's going to be a system working and not you, so it really doesn't matter. But my goal every year, just to be honest and transparent with you, and my wife knows because I share with her all the time, my goal is $250,000 a year. First year was 77, then we went to 125. Right? And so now the goal is $250,000 a year, which means I'll probably go over those goals as we go because I expand into different industries. Say for instance, I'll show you something real quick and I'll let you go because the video is longer than I thought it would, but I really enjoy this. I really love doing this. So imagine making money doing something you love, and I really enjoy it. So if you, and I'll leave that up there so you can see it, but if you go out and say for instance, you get into a business like roofing jobs. Remember, customer, we'll just put business, and you, the middleman. A roofing job, say you're in the roofing industry. Now, you don't know anything about roofing, and you don't have to. That's why the blueprint is so good. All you're doing is scheduling for a business. That's all you're doing. So you get into the roofing industry, the average roofing job, say for instance, is $10K. Right? And so you get on there, you book a roofing job for $10K, and then you might say, hey, I need a deposit. In order for us to do that, I need a deposit, right, of $500. And the roofing company is willing to do the job for $9,500, which clears you $500 to take for yourself. One phone call, and that phone call might be realistically about 15 minutes. I'm just saying, whatever industry you choose, there's money in it. And then all of a sudden, you've been on the phone 15 minutes, took a reservation deposit, $500, forwarded the information to the roofing company, because we all know someone who does roofing. All we need from them is, hey, how much does it cost to do a roof? Find out what it costs, and then you'll book it for that rate. And then you'll go back to the company and says, hey, roofing company, Brian, whatever, right? Hey, are you willing to go out and do this for $9,500? He's not going to turn down $9,500 just because he's not getting the extra $500. Of course, he didn't even book this job. Of course, he's going to take that. You could probably even take $1,000 off that. I would, right? I would. This is just me, just looking at those numbers. I would take $2,000 deposit, 20% down. I would take a $2,000 deposit, and then I would have $8,000 budget, and then $8,000 payday waiting for somebody. And then I'll reach out to about 10 of my ISPs who do roofing, and I'll put the information. I'll say the pay is $8,000. Who's going to take it? I promise you, everybody on your list is going to take it. Why? Because nobody's going to turn down $8,000. It's just not going to happen. But that's just an example of how it works. But I'll teach you all of this, especially in the one-on-one. We can break some things down. In the masterclass, I teach and I do work through the entire business and break some things down. And we're even adding to it as we speak. But right now, this is all we offer right now. Get in it, get it, take advantage of it. For January, just thinking about how many we scheduled yesterday. For January, all of January, I only have 3 available spots. Reason being is because I try to meet with you as often as I can as we work through your business. So when you finish the masterclass, we go right into me coaching you as much as I can. So I can't take on a lot right now, but as of now, there are 3 spots left for January to start coaching, right? So please, please, please jump in there. If you want to get in the masterclass, the link is going to be in the first comment below. If you want the VIP, write the word VIP in the comments, and me or my assistant is going to hit you up, and then we'll get that set up. For those who come after the next 3 spots are taken, we'll probably end up pushing you back, but still reach out and see what we have. Otherwise, I got to go, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed, peaceful day.